Welcome back to Crypto Kingdom 78. We're going to do 3 INUs here, updates on Wolver INU, SHIRYO INU, and TSUZUKI INU to see where we're at compared to first videos here, and introduce these projects that are still strong projects to anybody that doesn't know about them. So we did introduction videos on all 3 of these a week or 2 back. I don't think in this exact order, but they were around the same time frame. So first we'll take a look at Wolver INU. I'm trying to get some promos from these guys for the viewers here on the channel. These guys have billboards in New York and stuff like that. And you know, they're moving forward with a lot. They kind of redid the whole design of the website, NFTs, staking, merchandise. I'm not sure exactly what's going yet. We'll take a look at that. So the roadmap's looking pretty good. Listing on FegX. So they got FegX, Sushi Swap, Shiba Swap, Uniswap. The usuals because it's an ERC20. 4,000 holders is check. And 2,000 Telegram members. When we first looked at this, it was 10 zeros 15, this token, when I first showed this token. So currently right now it's trying to drop that to 9 zeros. We're looking at some pretty big gains here. 6x, 7x already. Maybe a little bit more depending on if you picked it up before the 10 zeros 15. I knew this would be pretty good, I think, right off the bat because of the price and everything and the project. Again, as long as these guys execute and, you know, don't just shut down websites right in the middle of being busy, then we're good. But again, no one can know any of this stuff. I can spend hours and hours and hours on here, and there's no way of knowing. If there was ways of knowing if these projects were, you know, I could go to Wolver INU tomorrow. How do I know these people aren't crazy and shut down the website even though it's busy? Being busy doesn't seem to make a difference because any of these websites that have shut down recently, hundreds of them on, it doesn't matter if they're pre-sales or not. These were all tokens that would have made more money in the long run. These were tokens that had no problems getting holders and depositors and stuff like that, money being put into them. So it beats me why people are doing this. I don't know why. They're just impatient, don't want to work. And like I do, I put in crazy hours offline and crazy hours on this. That's why the channel's grown to this. I mean, people might be discouraged over a couple tokens that there's problems with selling right now, websites closing down. But reality is, if you caught my channel off the get-go, 90% of my tokens, I'll gladly go through every single one of them, are way up from the video number 1. And that's just true facts. I mean, people can LOL me all they want in the comments. How's this one doing now? How's that one? I don't even know what people are talking about, quite honestly. I have no control over someone shutting down a project. All I know is the projects that I put up originally are good projects. I wouldn't have been able to take 30 grand and turn it into 2 million if I didn't know what projects to choose. All of a sudden, I didn't get bad at this. So I'm not second guessing myself. I'm second guessing wasting my time on here, but I enjoy making the videos and stuff like that. I enjoy the whole crypto space. Unfortunately, it's being ruined by certain people, but that's just the way it is. I think this is still a strong project with everything. You can see NFTs, they have the play to earn game. I'm simply showing this because it's still a reasonable 10-0 token to get in on. I believe it can get down to 7 zeros at some point. The audit's done, even though that doesn't seem to make a difference at this point. Even if a sale program, a pre-sale program does the audit themselves, doesn't seem to make a difference. It makes me feel better, at least it used to, but now I don't even know anymore. I just know that I've had these for a while. I talk to these guys online quite a bit. You know, I'm not a poker player for a living, so it's very hard to read somebody through a message. But nobody that I've talked to has any problems with this team. These guys are based in Portugal. At least the one guy is that runs it. If that means anything to anybody, that's where this team's located. Go through and see. Let's just see what's going here. Is there anything? So the NFTs, we're still in the coming soon. I just wanted to see, other than a website redesign and staking's coming soon, I don't know what that's going to look like because right now you are getting reflections. So again, this is a quick peek at Wolver INU. We'll go take a look at the price. I have this all laid out. the stupid coin market cap's got a bunch of decimal points in. If you click over it, you'll see the zeros come up. So again, we've hit 10 zeros 90 from the 10 zeros. Well, I caught it at 10 zeros 10, 10 zeros 15. We're huge gains on this token. I don't know where it can go. There's no point in asking me how much I think it can go to. I don't know anymore because I just don't know. I just know I'm going to hold on and see, because that's the idea of getting in early on these with the 10 and 11 zeros. You have a very small investment for a big reward if you're willing to wait. So that's just a Wolver INU ERC20 update. We're going to go down to SHIRYO INU next. They have the mint your NFT packed. Believe it or not, the first video of SHIRYO INU was 11.03 to 11.05. I can't believe it. It was that low. I have the video up. Go check on the channel. Here's another one. This thing's pushing 9 zeros now. $100 investment would get you back, oh man, a lot. I don't even know what the math is on that. I'm just too discouraged from everything lately to think straight. I used to be a mathematician in my head. If you look at the other videos, now I'm just too distraught over everything lately that's been going on with a couple tokens. Because I want everybody to do well. I've been hitting, it doesn't matter, even with those a couple asshole tokens, I'm still hitting 90% of these accurate. You go through all the videos and like I said, we'll do an update on all of them, but I don't need to prove myself. I mean, I know what I'm doing on here. My wallet wouldn't have grown to what it is. It's not just a fluke. So I'm trying to just put up the best stuff at all points. I don't spend any more time on one project than another. That's why it's hard for me when people ask for update videos on a certain token. I can't really update a certain token if they haven't done anything on their end. The update would just be like, okay, here's the token and here's the current price. These guys are kind of plugging along, these three, with projects that they're actually putting out. They got the Mint Your NFT pack here. I got hit up on Telegram by someone from the channel here, and I guess there's some kind of staking going on in here. I haven't quite located it yet on my phone, but I hear there's something new with SHIRYO INU. Just put in the comments what it is. I mean, I think it was staking, people were telling me, is up and live. But like I said, my brain's been a little bit scrambled soon. I like these avatars, mint your own avatars coming soon. I think there's big hopes here. I called SHIRYO INU at 11.03. And I said this one would be better than Kunu, Karamu, or Karanu, or whatever it's called, Inu. I mean, it's coming. It's 11.08 now. Like, at least it's going up. But I thought this one would take off a lot more. So I was back to my usual style of being able to be very accurate on these with SHIRYO INU. And this one's been paying off huge. It's made up for a lot of this BS going on the sides here. I don't see the staking or whatever the person was talking about. So if somebody is really familiar with this, just put in the comments what's been going on. I was just drawn to this as a kid, like the fire, earth, thunder, water. If you watch my first video, it just intrigued me of being a kid again, having these toys that it was just brought back some memories. Now I'm old. Thank God I aged gracefully somewhat. So, yeah, it just makes you figure out, like, time flies. That's why I don't have time for, like, crap online and people that are scamming people. It makes me sick. There's nothing more I hate than that, because there's no need for it in this. These projects are doing well. There's no need for this shutting down tokens and taking people's money. You could have made the same amount of money on any of these tokens, just riding them out for a year and having this all built up, and just the self-satisfaction of taking a token from nothing. I'd rather have the self-satisfaction of taking a token to literally from nothing and staying at nothing and at least failing myself, rather than how the hell could you sleep at night? I don't know who these people are. I'd love to get my hands on them, but then I'd be in jail, because I don't like liars and cheats. It's just the way I am. I mean, most people don't, but I really take it personal. I've taken the last 2 days pretty personal on here. It's really messed with my head, thinking that I've used the same strategy on here for 2 years and nothing's been different, except we looked at some pre-sales. Again, I'm not running that pre-sales site, as everybody knows that already. Most people understand. So, yeah, there's nothing we can do except move forward and not look at pre-sales, at least on that particular site I'm not going back to. I make a decision and I stick with it, and that's the way it's going to be. There's no more of that crap. Even though people want it, it's not going to be here. I've had no problem making 7 figures without that crap. So we don't need to just convert when something's going right. We don't need to change. I was getting bugged a lot by people or asked for pre-sales and real early tokens. That's why I went out and found these tokens. So anyways, let's just take a look at the price. I just wanted to show to everybody where we've been here. So I believe, let's just see here on the high, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we've already been to 9 zeros 15 from 11 zeros 5. So this one's a banger. Like, this one's a heavy hitter from the get-go. I hope to God a lot of people that have been watching my channel got in on this, and you're not going to see your value on MetaMask, and you're probably not thinking to log in here. But if you bought anywhere, you know, in the trillions range, you're up thousands of dollars on this token from my first video. So thank God we got this one, 11 zeros 3, 11 zeros 5. Thank God. I kind of forgot what kind of money I have in MetaMask because the balance still isn't showing the dollar amount next to this token. That's just what happens when the prices are low. I remember it took Saitama a long time for that price to show up on MetaMask. And then our third big hitter, it was Tsuzuki Inu. Well, it's going to be, I think, a bigger hitter. We originally found this at 10 zeros 35, 10 zeros 45 range. When I got the first video up, it just depended on the day, the time of the day when I got the video up or the price. This was from a few weeks back. Reminded me of the Kung Fu Panda guy. Real nice graphics. I just thought it was a nice project. You know, they had the audit and everything, but like I said, the audit and the white paper, obviously, after the past couple days, these pre-sale places were actually doing the audits themselves. So it's hard for me to believe. Again, I don't want to talk about this anymore, but that's one of the things that I always look for. And now it's just like one of, you know, yeah, it makes you feel more comfortable, but really it's not making a difference, obviously, at the end of the day. Like, it's just, I think Tsuzuki Inu was the real nice white paper as far as I remember. I mean, not that, you know, we've got some nice white papers on some of these projects. This is TZK or tzki.org. I don't know why the white paper is not opening here. I just prefer to use the Android to make the videos. If, you know, with all the crap been going on, if I was on a laptop lately, I would have lost even more money. Because at least I could get rid of stuff on the spot when I'm driving. I had to answer questions all day today in traffic because I didn't even know what was going to happen next. And I'm holding 93 tokens. Imagine what kind of day I could wake up to. I could wake up to negative 600 grand gone at the rate things, you know, just bad luck like that. But I'm not I'm not confident that we can't make it all back and more. That's proven here. So yeah, Tsuzuki Inu was the real nice, the real nice white paper with the roadmap here. So if you want to see the real nice roadmap, go to their white paper. Again, it's 10 zeros, high 10 zeros now. This one would have gained the least probably from the first video. Still up a lot of points from the first video, but it would have gained the least out of the 3, I think, as far as the numbers go. But I mean, well, then again, it did hit. All of these have dropped into the 9-0 range, but Bitcoin's kind of gone flat. I'm hoping it bounces back. And again, my channel is not for financial advice. My channel is to simply show what someone that has a lot of money, me, that knows what they're doing on here is buying. I don't care, honestly, what people buy or they don't buy. It's just, I'm showing people what I'm putting a lot of my personal hard-earned money into. Whether or not I'm rich or poor offline, that has nothing to do with it. Just because I think people get the impression that people with more money than them or less money than them treat the money differently. If you know, I've always heard the saying from people I even know, well, you can afford to lose 100 grand on that stock. What are you talking about? I bust my ass off the same as anybody else for that 100 grand. I don't want to lose a penny. It doesn't matter if you have more. I didn't win the lottery to get where I am. I have a grade 11, grade 12 education. So, I mean, anybody can kiss my ass if they think, you know, I've got an advantage on them. I mean, most people, 99% of the people on my channel are perfect, nice people. They understand what's going on. They make their own decisions. They've made money. I've had a lot of thank yous on Telegram. I was not expecting that and I don't care. I mean, it doesn't matter to me if I get it. It makes you feel good, you know, but I don't need that from people. It's nice that I get messages like that, but I'm doing this simply to show people this is how I've made money on crypto. I've made more money with the 11 and 1001s than all the large ones combined. That's just because the 1000x and 10,000x or whatever some of these ones have done for us, the potential of them is there. That's all. I'm just not interested in, you know, everybody's impatient enough on these ones. Imagine holding Cardano and it's between $1.95 and $2.05 for the last like 2 years. I mean, talk about driving you crazy. I know because I've had stocks for 7-8 years. So that's all I'm trying to do with this channel. I have a lot of promo stuff coming, and I'm not taking any money for these videos. I've not been paid a dime. Anybody can go on and ask any of these developers. They're not paying me a penny to promote these. There's nothing in this for me except it's a hobby and a passion. Now that is why I'll be having a lot of free airdrops coming. Anything now, I've been hit up like 8 times now by different developers from different tokens. Whether or not they're all good or bad, I haven't got into that yet because a lot of them are new. But all the stuff that I'm getting is going to be for the viewers on this channel. We have NFT dogs coming from Shibaverse because everybody wants an update on that. I have airdrops coming on Shibaverse just for viewers of my channel here. These are exclusive NFTs. So I do have stuff coming because these developers know that I know what I'm doing here with these videos. They know there's bullshit going on the sidelines, but not everybody's a dishonest person. So all we can do is we're going to make this back from anything bad that's happened to anybody lately. I've lost money too on certain projects. But like I said, the gains that you can make on some of these other projects will make you forget so bad about, yeah, it's nice to look back and say, I wish I had that money back because it's ridiculous that someone can get away with it. But hey, if we dwell in the past, we'll never be successful moving forward. I'm still devoted to this, even though I'm deterred and pissed off. I'm still moving ahead. So that's where we're going to leave this. I'm waiting for a couple guys to get back to me with the instructions on some free stuff, some giveaways, and what we need to do to trigger that and enter on their Telegram to be capable of winning some of this free stuff. And that's it. And the channel is going to grow to 100,000 subscribers, whether or not you like me or not, because I'm going back to basics here, and you're going to see that I hit 90% of these tokens correctly. And because I want to hit them for myself, I want to hit 100% of them. Why would I want to miss out on 10? Like, why would I want to lose on 10? Except I can't help what happens behind the scenes in some of these projects. So we'll leave it at that. I don't make long videos. This is long enough, 18 minutes. This is probably my longest video to date, just because I wanted to knock down 3 tokens at once. And that's it. Hopefully we can get some giveaways soon.